Hey everyone, welcome to That's Peculiar. We have a special episode today and a special guest. Everybody meet Emma.
Hi guys. So
And
excited to be here.
yeah, and this is such a weird episode because we don't even have Nathan. Nathan and I have had some scheduling things, which has been totally fine. Like we're making it work at least every other week. And this week we recorded part of an episode, and then my child was like, no, be with me, not there. So we never even got to finish it. And now we have Emma.
Yay!
So Emma is my dear friend, and she came over and drank wine with me yesterday. And truthfully, why did you let me drink that much wine?
I don't know,
I,
you're having fun.
I woke up this morning and I was like, I don't even know how many glasses of wine I had, but I haven't been drinking. So at like this morning,
Right.
I was like, "Ooh,
No, the
what
thing
have
is,
you
I feel
done?"
like I've definitely seen you drink more than you did last night, but
Yeah,
because you haven't really been drinking, I didn't think about that. But yeah, I guess I
yeah.
could.
I
Yeah.
think because my little glass, that one that I poured in, the center, the bottom is actually only like that thick. So it doesn't hold even a full glass of wine. But
I mean,
that's
you were topping
actually
that thing up though.
so that is trickery to me because I keep thinking like, oh, it's about half a glass, which is why I kept topping it off, and I would be like, oh, okay, so I've had about one glass here. I should have just used the bigger cup because I think I would have had more of an idea. But either way, I'm having a Peroni now because
Nice. I don't even have anything to drink. I should have
all
grabbed
day I was
something.
actually
Really well.
fine. Do you want to? You can. I
No,
can
I'm
wait.
good. No,
Okay.
I'll be good. Don't worry about
Um,
it.
I felt fine today, but I was like not great. I didn't feel amazing. I felt like I drank wine, but I didn't feel like hungover. But like I just didn't like how that made me feel this morning, and I don't think I slept well last night, which is my
At
own
least you
fault.
didn't feel dizzy or anything like that.
No, never. Rarely. I
Well,
think
I mean,
never, actually. I don't know that I've ever gotten the spins from drinking.
really.
I don't think
I'll
so.
get them from just drinking a little bit.
Yeah,
But
I
won't be
totally
hungover
know.
the next day. I'll just have the spins.
That is nuts. I'm so sorry for
Yeah.
you.
Latham gets them really bad.
That's why he
I have
doesn't
one
drink.
drink and feel like he feels like he's on a roller coaster.
Emma just got married, and do you want to
I
tell a little
did.
bit about yourself, or do you want to just get into the episode? Because I
I
don't.
mean, I don't even know what I'd say about myself.
It's
I just got
difficult
married,
because
yay.
yeah, it's not like Sky where she had her own page, and like we were like, all right, let's push your page too. That's what
No,
is fun. Emma,
don't go to my page.
she just likes to listen to the podcast, so this is super
Every
fun.
episode, yeah.
Yay! Well, you just got married, and she loves science.
Yeah,
And
that is something. I am a biologist, so that's something about myself.
yeah, which is amazing. Originally, I had because Emma was supposed to be on the podcast 2 weeks ago, and I had a sciencey episode, but we are doing a Thanksgiving episode.
Yay! I mean, it is literally tomorrow, so
It's tomorrow.
yay!
And then I told Nathan, so Nathan edits and does the launching of our episodes.
hmm
So I told him if he's up for it, he could edit this and launch it tomorrow. So, like, you guys
hmm
might have a Thursday episode for the very first time, or it might just be on Friday, and I think that's okay.
Yep, that's fine. I've always wanted you guys to post on Thursdays because that's the last day of the commute. I always want to listen to the podcast on my last day of the
You have
commute,
to wait
but
one more week.
I always have to wait until Monday when I do my commute again.
It would be cool if we could ever figure out how to do like maybe a mini episode and then a regular episode and post like two different ways, like
Yes,
two different
multiple
days
times a
in a week.
week. That'd be
It
great.
would be really cool, but our schedules, like, especially since we started this, because we're technically in our second season.
hmm
Nathan just texted he's boarding planes because I was like, I need a
Yeah.
code to log in. Um, but yeah, we're technically in our second season, so because of that, like since we've started it, our episodes have been like realistically once every other week because it just we've been so busy, the two of us.
Right.
And he just got married and he's doing all the dang things. Well, you ready? You want to dive
Yeah.
in? Your
Let's
very
do it.
first time.
Woo.
So, fun fact, in 1981, the Butterball Turkey Hotline received a call from a woman asking how to thaw a turkey that had been in her freezer since 1969.
Ew.
Yeah,
And she
it
wants to
said
eat that?
1981 they did the call.
First of
And
all, Butterball Hotline, like that's like a thing. Is that still a thing?
yeah. Yeah, so you
Really?
can call and you're like, I'm destroying my turkey. How can I save it? Yeah, there's a
Oh,
Butterball hotline that you can still call for turkeys.
crazy.
Nathan and I actually talked about that, I think, in an old episode, and it might have even been like the Michelin star one. I feel like it was one of our fun facts, and I think it was near
I
Thanksgiving, but I'm
think I
not
do
sure.
remember you guys talking about Butterball in a different episode,
Yeah.
but I don't
So
remember what
yeah,
it was like.
for anyone
Yeah.
who is freaking out tomorrow, you could call the Butterball hotline if you think you're like destroying your turkey.
But like also maybe don't eat like a 20-year-old turkey that's been in your
Don't.
freezer
Oh,
forever.
so the operator asked if she really wanted to cook it, and the woman said, "Oh no, I just wanted to know if it's safe to donate." The answer was
Oh,
absolutely not.
no. No,
Like,
that was not safe to donate like 8 years
why
ago.
would
No,
people
18
do
years
that?
ago.
I just don't even understand. And also, like, how do you have a turkey that you just like keep ignoring in your freezer? Like,
I don't know, that's like a lot of room in your freezer
that's
that
what
that
I
is
mean.
taking
My
up.
freezer is pretty small that I'm like, I would
Yeah.
cook that even if it was like mid-July.
No, yeah, that would take up like my entire freezer.
Yeah, mine too. All right. Well, the real first Thanksgiving was 56 years before the Pilgrims. Oh, actually, I wanted to ask, what do you do for Thanksgiving? I meant to put that in here, but I forgot. Before we dive into the history, what do you do for Thanksgiving? What are you doing this year? Are you hosting?
I'm not hosting this year. This is the first year that I'm not hosting either the Thanksgiving or the Friendsgiving, which is kind of weird. Like I'm not doing
No,
any like
Friendsgiving
fall
is sad.
hosting. I know. Everybody's moved away from me.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just going up to my parents for
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
good.
This is like our first year that we're not like doing like making a whole day about it. We're all kind of just because I think my two younger sisters are coming in like super late tonight, so they're not gonna get up until like noon tomorrow
Right.
anyways. And then we'll all be
Is
up there like helping prep for dinner.
Eva's coming or no?
Yeah, yeah, she's here. She's here until Christmas. So she's here like the whole month.
You know, I vaguely feel like she said that to me, but I wasn't sure. Well, cool. We
Yeah.
are now going to Roseville, as I told you, to Jack's
Mm-hmm.
grandma's. And I guess there's 25 people coming to this
Oh wow.
Thanksgiving, but it might be Grandma Joyce's last time hosting Thanksgiving. So I feel like it's a lot of people and more than what has been, but I wonder if it's because it's supposed to be her last year hosting.
Mm-hmm. Does
I
she
don't know.
normally host?
Yeah, we just with William, we haven't been able to go the last two
Okay, I was gonna say, I feel
years.
like you guys have been doing different stuff. Although one year you guys just had like a small family
That was last
trio
year, and that
Thanksgiving.
was
Yeah.
because Jack got strep and wasn't allowed to go to Thanksgiving.
Right.
And then
Right.
Desi and Trevor had hand, foot, and mouth and didn't know it, and everyone got hand, foot, and mouth. But it's funny because Jack was on antibiotics and like was cleared to go because he wasn't
Right.
contagious, and they were like, no. So we went to Jack's dad's last year, and then the year before was we couldn't do anything, so we had to make food at home
Right.
because of that was after William.
Right. Yeah.
Um, yeah. Well, and you guys do ham or turkey, like you do traditional food.
But yeah, super like the yeah, turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce,
Her
the
grandma,
works.
her grandma's carrots are so good.
Mm-hmm. The
Lots of
carrots, the
butter.
A lot of
And
butter, a lot of brown sugar.
I was like, is it syrup or brown sugar? Because it kind of has like a syrupy drizzle on it after it's
Use
done.
like it's like the dark brown sugar, so it's
Yeah,
like a little more, yeah.
it's so good. But they
It's
like
so
don't turn
good.
out too sweet. I don't fully understand how you do it because there has to be salt and pepper in there too. And we don't have to tell
No.
anyone on the podcast. They don't turn out too sweet. I don't
No.
understand.
I don't it's magic. I don't know. Grandma Carmela's recipe is yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it
Amazing.
works. It's magic. Yeah.
Well, in case you didn't know, so as we think, most Americans imagine the first Thanksgiving as like a cozy, 1621 dinner, um,
hmm
with turkey and friendship. But the earliest documented Thanksgiving ceremony actually took place in 1565. This is the
Mm.
earliest documented, and it would have been near present day like St. Augustine, Florida is what they think. And it was a Spanish explorer, Pedro Menendez de I think it's de Aviles. I think that's how you said it. I looked it up and I forgot. But invited the local it's the Tim, Timucua people to share a meal. I have like the pronunciation, so I have to like think really hard about it.
That sounds good to
Um,
me, yeah.
I
I
know.
don't know
There
what you're talking
were
about.
no buckled hats, which is funny that that's like, like kid
Specified
plays.
in there?
I
Yeah.
always feel like there were no mashed potatoes,
Oh, that's a
and
tragedy.
that is a tragedy. And there wasn't even turkey, at least documented. The Spanish served garbanzo stew, which I thought was pretty interesting, sea biscuits, wine, salted pork, and olives, which is amazing.
Hmm.
And it's likely that the tribe possibly brought fish, fruits, and maybe like maize dishes.
What's a sea
That's just,
biscuits?
yeah, I did.
What's a sea biscuit?
I don't know.
Oh, all
It's
right,
not
cool.
just me.
No, I have no idea what that
I was
is. Is
like,
that like
is
a
that like those crackers or something? I don't know what a sea
right? Like
biscuit is.
I have no idea what a sea
You want
biscuit
to
is. And
Google
that
it while we're.
it makes
Oh,
me think of like a crab cake, but like dry.
I don't know. I can Google it in a minute. Um, this moment was recorded and obviously not in our history books, but it
Right.
it wasn't an American colony at the time, which is why it's not in our books. It was like Spanish
Right.
history. And later, the US historians preferred stories starring obviously English Protestants and pilgrims and Puritans and not Spanish Catholics. So Thanksgiving was crafted not from necessarily history, but like nation building. It's kind of how I've gathered it.
Hmm.
The Mayflower landing in Massachusetts was not destiny, as most of us have gathered by now. And it was
Right.
bad, actually, bad navigation. They weren't even aiming for where they were. And the settlers aimed for Northern Virginia, not Cape Cod. And after 66 miserable days at sea with like scurvy, vomiting, and rats, they dropped the
Right.
anchor in Provincetown. And one journal reads, supposedly, we are not where we intended. And another one was, everyone is sick, freezing, and done. This rock will do. So how
I
come
feel
the
that. I feel that. That would
I know. I couldn't imagine being at sea like for more than a day and not feeling like I'm done.
right. I mean, I can't like go on cruises, and those
I
have plenty of things to do.
I
Like I
just
can't
am not
imagine like
sure.
not having anything to do for months at a time.
I think I'm just not a cruise person, truthfully. I
Not me
think that's
either.
just not my jam.
I mean,
Um,
I couldn't even spend a day doing nothing in Hawaii.
yeah, it
No,
feels like a lot.
I need to do something. Yeah.
I didn't know half of the colonists died the first winter. I don't remember that being in
Mm.
our history books.
I feel
Because
like I remember a lot of them dying, but I feel like half is a lot.
yeah, half is a lot, but in my memory, I do sort of remember maybe like them talking about people dying, but I sort of feel like they actually tried to make us seem like we were like a strengthened team of people that just like came into the island. And you're like, so those who survived did so because of indigenous people,
Hmm.
primarily the Wampanoag. No, Wampano. It's I think it's Wampanoag. And they taught them how to endure the land and grow and like where food is. And it's interesting because we know history. Like if you ever watch Pocahontas, you kind of get some of the history because eventually we all turn. So we'll go into like
Disneyfied history.
the twist. There is the Tisquantum, often called Squanto. They have probably the most extraordinary and tragic backgrounds in early American history. Um, no, sorry, Squanto has, this is a person. He spoke English because he had been kidnapped actually by an English captain, taken to Spain to be sold into slavery,
Oh, this is the
rescued by
Native American
friars. Yeah.
being okay. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't clear. We like switched into this topic. But this is kind of what was happening. Smuggled to England, worked as a shipbuilder, learned English, and returned to America and discovered his whole village had died from disease. And
That's
this
so
isn't like
sad.
I know, the only person that has done this. Um, when he met the pilgrims, he wasn't just like helping strangers, he was a man standing on the graves of like his people. So the 1621 feast probably didn't feel like a celebration and more like bittersweet. Um, which I never like really thought about that truthfully. How I never really thought about a person having known English and how did they learn it?
Like
Had you? Like
I
in
don't know. I feel
history,
like English
if
is a very like hard language to learn. I mean maybe Old English was I don't want to
but
say
I just
easier,
mean
but
like
like
in order to like talk to them and stuff, there had to be somebody that spoke English, and I had never really thought about how that like came to be
well, yeah, it
because
wasn't going to go the other way around. Like they weren't going to learn
learn the I mean actually
the tribal language, I'm sure.
I was told actually last year and like I think we were doing English, they avoided it even if it
No,
was
yeah.
going to benefit them. They just refused.
Yeah.
Um so this is Thanksgiving before it was a holiday. And the day of Thanksgiving was actually usually a day of fasting first, which I have done. Have you done that?
That's every year. We, yeah, just
Really?
eat a big dinner the night before, and then you like don't eat all day until you
I
just
don't
absolutely
do
gorge
it that
yourself at
way
dinner.
anymore. And
Oh,
I think
really?
that's why. I think it's because I would gorge myself until like I absolutely wanted to throw up. Um, so
Yeah,
yeah,
every
no, my family, we started a tradition of eating pumpkin pie first thing in the morning, like only on Thanksgiving Day. So we would eat
Hmm,
pie for breakfast.
I
And
like that.
I actually might go get, I was gonna try to make a pie today, but I don't have enough butter, I don't think. So, I might not do that and I might go get a pie from Safeway because free will.
I'm making the mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving this year, so I have so much butter in my fridge right now.
Like normally we do. I told Jack, I was like, every time we go to the store, just get butter. And then we ended up with like 7 packs of butter. So we stopped
Oh.
buying them and now I'm like, but I need you to still buy them. Like, We can freeze butter, it's fine.
Yeah, oh
Um,
yeah.
so before Thanksgiving became about feasting, early settlers practiced Thanksgiving days that involved, as we said, fasting, praying, mourning one's sins, and avoiding anything enjoyable. Because it was basically a religious detox.
Like a day of repentance,
Uh,
essentially.
Essentially, which is so different from our Thanksgiving
Just
that we have
so
now.
not what we do
Which
now.
I'm not a football family, thank God, but like I think
Ditto,
Grandma
yeah.
Joyce's sons turn on like I think they maybe turn on the Macy's parade and maybe they'll turn on football, which is like but like I'm lucky in the fact that most of my holidays don't have football, but I do think there's always usually drinking and like extra eating, and it's so interesting that it used to be a detox and how it's like transformed into this holiday that basically everyone kind of wants to skip over until the day of when they get to gorge themselves with food.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like Thanksgiving songs or anything like that. Like, it's not like Christmas. It's not like that, like big of a deal where you have like 2 months completely dedicated towards it. It's just
Right.
the
Jingle
one
Bells
day.
was originally a Thanksgiving song
Right.
and they changed it.
And
That was
then,
in an old episode too. Um so food-based Thanksgivings were actually rare and usually on only major harvests or military victory did they have like a feast. And some colonies, this is one brutal example, some colonies declared Thanksgiving after massacres and indigenous wars, a truth often omitted from polite textbooks. That the so like basically they would only feast after like winning against a bunch of natives.
lovely.
Yeah, which we do, most of us, I think, have gathered even past the history books now. I don't know how many people need to hear that. Like, Thanksgiving was pretty freaking brutal and how it
Yeah.
started in America.
And it
But,
wasn't on like the last Thursday of the month until
mm-mm.
like pretty recently, right? Like that's like a relatively recent development.
I
That's
think
like
they
on a
talk
specific
about
day.
that.
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't know, isn't it the third Thursday of the month?
I don't know.
Is it the last?
I thought it was
Because
it
sometimes
might
it's
be,
like the 23rd. I thought it was the third Thursday of the month. I'm trying to get my calendar to
or
pop
if it's
up,
the
and of course
last
it's not.
Thursday of the month this month.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now you're making me second guess it, and I don't know.
That doesn't make sense, though,
Because it
right?
changes like the day every year. Like it's not like
Yeah,
on a
because it's
consistent day.
Thursday. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so this is the last Thursday of this month.
But is it also the third Thursday? Like, does it just so happen to be like both?
I don't know, and I don't know what it would have been last year. I don't remember.
No
No,
idea.
I do remember. We had an extra week and it felt like November was extra long. Maybe it wasn't last year. It could have been the year before, but I do remember we had like an extra week of November. So I don't
I'm
think
sure
it's
it didn't like
always,
end like on a Wednesday,
but
because that
yeah,
would like
maybe it
make it
couldn't.
feel like another week.
Maybe it did end on a Wednesday, in which case that would make sense. Either
Why do
way,
we not know this?
I don't know. Because it's like the same gibberish as like when they decide Easter is.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I never
like,
know
I
what
know it's
Easter
on
is.
Sunday, and I think it's like the second or third Sunday of April. Second Sunday, I don't know. Which is weird because it's like Resurrection Day, so you would think, right, that there was a date in the Christian history. It's like the day he resurrected, right? Or was like
Right.
reborn again. Wouldn't that have fallen on a date? So why do we change it?
I mean,
I don't know.
I I don't think we know the date, so we just like picked it. It's like on Christmas. We didn't actually know the date of Christ's birth, so we just kind of like picked it and just went with it.
They're just like, let's change it every year,
Yeah.
stupidly. Well, here, after all of the indigenous terribleness, we are going to enter Sarah Josepha Hale, and she is credited for essentially the woman who invented modern Thanksgiving.
Mm, never
Hale
heard of
was
her.
me either. Hale was the editor of Gaudy Ladies book. Um, so basically the Oprah of the 1800s.
Nice.
And whatever she endorsed kind of became like national fashion. And oh, it says she wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb and also wrote hundreds of interesting letters insisting America needed a single unifying holiday.
Hmm.
Isn't that nuts? So
And she
fun
chose
fact,
Thanksgiving for that holiday.
she is actually also the reason turkey became the centerpiece.
Oh.
Yeah, so her holiday menu was published throughout the 1840s and 1860s, like through between the 1840s and 1860s. And it included roast turkey, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie, stuffing, gravy, cranberry sauce. None
Solid.
of which pilgrims actually had had.
No.
So she popularized the meal, the tone, and kind of the concept. Thanksgiving as we know it is Hale's creation, which is funny. I didn't know she wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb either.
Mm-mm.
Um, and it's interesting because a lot of people get that confused, thinking that it's actually like the Pilgrims, not somebody later. Like I think people just assume like, oh, we had turkey when they came to America, and that's it's not the truth.
No, I mean not necessarily. I'm sure they like ate
Mm-hmm.
turkey, but not like
I think they ate cured meats. Isn't that what it said? I feel like I heard that before. So there's strange Thanksgivings throughout history. We're going to talk about some.
mm.
There was the Great Pumpkin Riot of 1856.
Did the
At
pumpkins rebel against?
Yeah, I think so. At Dartmouth College, students celebrating Thanksgiving began smashing pumpkins in the street, leading local authorities to intervene, and students responded by tossing pumpkins at the police.
Hmm.
I imagine this is probably something they're like, this is a terrible holiday. Why do we celebrate
Yeah,
it?
but like I feel like a pumpkin can do some serious damage. Those can be pretty heavy.
So they ended up barricading the streets, starting bonfires, and they declared a pumpkin rebellion. Can you imagine just being like a college student though and doing this? It kind of
No,
sounds. I feel like I would like it. The event got
really,
so out of
I don't think I'd
hand.
want any part of that.
I could go either way. The event got so out of hand that the town officials tried to ban future festivities, but they failed. And Thanksgiving remained the wildest night of the year on many college campuses well into the 1800s, which is like pretty wild thinking about that.
I mean, even like now, isn't like the what is it?
Tonight is like Drunksgiving Eve
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, the Thanksgiving Eve, you just get
Yeah, I think
absolutely
tonight is like
smashed.
one of the busiest nights for a bar. I don't know why I
Yeah.
have that in my head, but I have that in my head. Like I learned that somewhere.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it this year, and I haven't heard about it much but prior to it, but I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, bigger this year. Maybe that's just my like Instagram
Drunksgiving.
feed, Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Instead, we drank wine last night, Thanksgiving
Well,
Eve, and now I'm like, good. I'm having
I'll
this,
probably I'll
and
probably
this is
finish
it.
off that bottle tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad I woke up this morning and I was like, thank God she took it. Like I don't need that much wine sitting around. I'm gonna bring
Yeah,
that
I
other
like barely
bottle
drank anything last night.
to. I know I was trying to get you guys to stay, and they didn't want to stay. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is.
We like our
Oh,
bed, our creature comforts.
yeah, you guys are both that way. Um, So we're going to talk about now the ragamuffin parades. So it's
Mmm.
NYC's forgotten creepy pre-Halloween.
Ragamuffins.
Um, from I know from about 1870 to 1930s, New York
Mm.
had a Thanksgiving tradition called Ragamuffin Day, involving children dressing in ragged costumes, knocking on doors, and begging for pennies or treats. It looked like miniature hobos, fake beards, old dresses, smeared soot, and squeaky voices yelling, "Any candy, mister?" Adults hated it, supposedly. The newspapers called the children street urchins and juvenile irritants.
Sounds
Eventually,
like a
Mace.
bad Halloween.
The,
Like,
the
and a really bad knockoff Halloween.
I just think it's funny. I didn't even know this, but like I actually feel like I've seen movies that are like supposed to be based in the 1800s, and I feel like I've seen this holiday on screen and just didn't realize what was happening. Because like the little kids, they'll dress like dirty, they'll put soot on themselves, and they'll like make
Mm-hmm.
fake beards. I've definitely seen that before, and I don't know. But eventually, Macy's, as we know, introduced its parade, and Ragamuffin Day faded into history.
Darn, we should bring that back.
I know, I kind of think I could use second Halloween. Especially if I'm gonna dress my kid up and like put a fake beard on him. That sounds like
Yeah,
fun.
little like hobo get-ups. Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. So now we're going into Goosing Day.
Mm.
What do you think Goosing Day entails?
I just think of like chasing geese.
Pretty
Like flying
close.
around like just chasing geese.
In some 19th century regions, Thanksgiving involved goose races. Live geese
Hmm.
tied to ropes with their heads greased, and young men trying to catch them on horseback.
Huh.
Yeah.
I could
It
see
was
that being quite entertaining.
I think it could be, but it also is like kind of like the Twain Hart frog jumps, and you're like, people do this
Right. Like
still.
in theory, it sounds like it'd be really entertaining, and then you watch it and you're like, that is not entertaining at all,
I've
actually.
never been to the frog jump, so I can't say.
I think I went once and it's literally just frogs jumping.
I
And sometimes
will
they go the wrong direction. Yeah.
never forget the time when Jack and I got together and he told me about the frog jumps, and I was like, "You're kidding." I straight did not believe him because he likes to mess with me. So I was fully prepared to not believe his story. I was like, no way,
But you didn't know that
people.
was a thing before?
Mm-mm.
Because that's been around for
Apparently,
like
I'm
a
not a
long
Mark
time.
Twain fan. Yeah, because it's Mark Twain that started it. Apparently, I'm not a fan. I guess I
It like
never
in
knew.
Angel's Camp, it's huge.
Yeah, it's giant.
I
So,
mean, they have their whole town's like based. They have frogs
yeah,
everywhere
frogs.
there.
Goosing Day was messy, controversial, and eventually banned. Which,
Fair enough.
yeah,
That's not
um,
exactly humane, but
no, it's not.
greasing a goose.
Then in 1863, there was the Thanksgiving of Mourning.
Oh,
Lincoln's first official Thanksgiving proclamation came during the Civil War. Many Americans were grieving sons, brothers, and husbands because this was a time, in case you didn't know, when females were not allowed in the army or Navy or
right.
any of them. Military. They were not allowed in the military. The first national Thanksgiving obviously wasn't joyful for under Lincoln's reign. It was somber. What was that?
Presidency.
Yeah, thanks. Um, so diaries described empty chairs at tables, candles burned for loved ones lost in battle, and church bells ringing in the morning. But people still gathered anyway. The holiday was grief and hope. So it's interesting thinking about that time though, like the Civil War and that Thanksgiving being so like solemn.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, because that was like purely American loss. you know? Like
I
that was just
know.
a lot of American boys and men.
Well, we're
Ah.
gonna switch gears here. So we had a sad Thanksgiving. Then we had a president who refused turkey and served possum instead.
Mm,
Yep. President William
that's
Howard Taft
he was
insisted
an
that
interesting man, yeah.
turkey was too aristocratic. That word is so hard for me to say. And he preferred possum and ordered
Hmm.
a 30 pound, which I didn't know possums got to be 30 pounds.
Have never seen a 30-pound possum.
I have never even heard of people truthfully eating possum, except for like in Alaska when they eat roadkill sometimes there. Um, but like it's not specified. It's just like roadkill, and you just kind of assume maybe there's a possum in there. This is like I don't know, and he
I
ordered
feel like
it,
that's
which
really
is
like a hillbilly thing,
I
like eating possum.
I know. And I'm just gonna say I don't know that Alaskans eat possum specifically. I do know that I ate roadkill when I was in Alaska, and I try not to think about it. Um, but like he ordered that.
Hmm.
So can you imagine the person that's like, oh, I gotta go find a 30-pound possum now?
That's gotta be a huge possum. Because
I
aren't they like normally the size of like a cat, like, like 13 to
well,
20 pounds
I
maybe?
mean, truthfully, I have seen some 30-pound cats, so maybe you're right. They are about the
You're
size of a cat, and maybe it's not that hard to get them up to 30 pounds.
But I mean, it's a wild animal. Like, you can't like. I mean, I guess if you have
That
a
so
possum, you can like just gorge it, but then you have to
that's
like
what I'm wondering. Like, did there used to be
prepare.
like
Like,
possum food farms? Like that is a gross word term for
oh,
it. But like did they used to like raise them like chickens to be fed? I don't know that
maybe.
history in America cuz
Like, was that like just a really popular dish just in general?
I don't know. I truthfully
Maybe. I
wanted to
don't.
like let go of that. I read it and I was like, "Ew." And then didn't I didn't look it up any
I mean,
further.
I've never had possum. Maybe it's really good. I don't know.
I've never had snails either, and I just don't know about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like salmon sometimes, so
I think Latham's had snails and he said it was not good. But
oh,
he's
good.
also picky, so it's hard to gauge.
I trust his judgment.
On snails?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I think I'll take his word for that one too.
yeah. Um, so Calvin Coolidge is another incident, and oh, another Thanksgiving. It's called Calvin Coolidge and the Raccoon Incident. In
Mm.
1926, Coolidge was gifted a live raccoon and intended to be the presidential Thanksgiving dinner, which I'm like,
Who,
what's up with
hey,
these
who gifts a
presidents?
raccoon
And who intends them to be Thanksgiving
to
dinner? I don't know.
be eaten? Ew.
So Calvin actually Coolidge instead named her Rebecca, adopted her as a pet, gave her a little collar, and let her roam the White House. Rebecca became a sensation and attended the lighting of the national Christmas tree. I just think that's so cute that somebody was like, here's your Thanksgiving dinner. And he's like, her name is Rebecca.
That's so funny.
Uh,
Uh,
then, did you know any of these stories?
no, none of them.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
But also, like,
So
was it just like a raccoon? Like, where did this raccoon come from? And like, why was it just like okay being in the White House? Like, if you like
I,
pull a
so
raccoon off the street, like, wouldn't they like not be thrilled with being in
I'm
somebody's home?
assuming there was like some sort of training, but truthfully, raccoons are kind of like cats.
Yeah, I mean, we are slowly domesticating raccoons. Like we've
Yeah,
like seen
and they
like
can
their
be.
snouts are getting shorter, their ears are getting more like they're just like becoming cuter because of like human interactions.
Well, I also, in the house in Murphy's I used to live at, Alan wouldn't lock up like the back room that's there, and we had like some raccoons hanging out. They weren't even afraid of us, and they would just
Yeah,
like
no.
hang out back there. And it's just so interesting. I do think a raccoon is more realistic to like hang out and be trained somehow, but I do imagine it was trained. But it was like just a gift because I think I talked about we had to have had some sort of a Thanksgiving episode before because I think we actually talked about a turkey that was supposed to be fed on, and it was like a huge turkey, but maybe it was Bush actually like didn't eat it and just made it like the animal of the White House. So I think this has been done several times
I mean, they
where
always
like
pardon a
something
turkey,
is
don't they?
gifted.
Like every year the president pardons a turkey.
Oh yeah, we'll get that's actually next after this, and
Oh,
we'll get
okay.
to that.
I got ahead of myself.
JFK and the turkey with the sign. So in 1963, the turkey was delivered to the White House, arriving wearing a sign reading, "Good eating, Mr. President." Kennedy felt bad and he spared it. And reporters later joked that that was the first empathy pardon.
Hmm,
Emma. Just kidding.
sorry.
So the turkey pardon is a tradition based on misunderstanding and political spin. So many believed Lincoln pardoned a turkey because his son liked it. It's a cute story, but like not not true. There's not like full reports being like, "Oh yeah, he just thought it was cute." So the modern ritual traces to actually a 1947 publicity stint. Um, it was a 1980s joke by Ronald Reagan, and then George H.W. Bush turning it into a joke, the joke into a policy. So it was Bush,
Hmm.
but pardoned turkeys rarely live long. Um,
I mean, I don't think
they're
turkeys live long in general, especially
yeah,
like
but
domesticated turkeys, right?
they're also grown to be enormous quickly
Right.
and can't survive the normal lifespans. I think, I don't know the full turkey lifespan, but I do think they live like not a crazy long time, but I don't think it's just like a little bit. Hi, Leo.
Yeah,
So
both Mish and Leah are being featured.
I view the pardon actually kind of being more of like a joke, especially with like George H.W. Bush, but it's also like kind of meant to be symbolic now. The first one, though, it's, I don't know. It's unclear, but they do say that the first one was probably JFK in 1963.
Hmm.
Okay, so now we're taking a little turn into disasters, accidents on Thanksgiving.
I know.
You know,
Fried turkeys are never good.
I don't know. I've had a good fried turkey actually,
No, I
but
mean like making them is
I
very
think it
entertaining to
did
watch.
burn my uncle's hand off, and it was like four men out there like wheeling this turkey down.
Yeah.
Um, so the frozen turkey bowling fad. In the 1980s and 1990s, some grocers held stores held late night frozen turkey bowling events where they literally bowled with a 15-pound bird. This actually sounds like fun. Can we do this again? One Michigan store had to end the tradition after a turkey shattered a freezer door and caused over $3,000 in damage. And that was like then $3,000 in damage. And
Dang.
Emma is just so smart. We have the deep fried turkey fire epidemic.
No, I'm ahead of the game on a lot of these. I should just shut my mouth.
No, we love it. Every year, American firefighters actually brace themselves for the most dangerous cooking day of the year, and it's because of deep frying turkeys. So they actually cause more than 1,000 fires annually, and that's like one day
Oh,
of the year.
that's
1,000
so
fires
many.
annually,
People
dozens
just,
of
oh
injuries,
my goodness.
millions in property damage. One family in Texas quote unquote accidentally, no, I think it was an accident, but I'm just gonna maybe launched their frozen turkey like a rocket when superheated oil reacted with ice. It shot 40 feet in the air, clearing the garage, and then landed in the neighborhood yard. And
You can't
firefighters,
put something wet into hot oil,
okay,
especially a lot of
truthfully,
it. Like
I
that just
don't know what the hell those people were thinking, and I'm not surprised that they live where they live.
you in that one particular state have
I
some
know.
beef.
I do. I have so much beef with that state. Firefighters called it impressive and concerning, which I agree. The 2010 turkey drop disaster. A church in Arkansas, obviously in 2010, attempted to spread holiday cheer by dropping frozen turkeys out of a helicopter.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
It is the
no.
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That is very not. That is dropping bowling balls out of a helicopter.
They assumed the turkeys would glide. Who assumed? I don't know. They did not glide, obviously. They
They
fell
can't
with,
even fly on land, like when they're alive.
and yeah, they're like
And they're
frozen. How
frozen and
silly.
dead. Like they're just gonna
Con-
drop.
so they fell with like considerable velocity and destroyed a pickup truck.
Hmm.
No one was injured, but
Just
the
a
pastor
ow.
admitted they misunderstood turkey aerodynamics. And I'm like, by a long shot. Like, you really did not understand that anything frozen
Ow.
dropping out of a freaking helicopter will feel heavier. Silly people. So there's another time, and I actually just watched this morning, and I didn't put two and two together. Um, Not this specific one. I watched one from '93, but the balloons were captured like wild animals at one time. So in the 1920s, Macy's offered $100 reward for return balloons. This caused rooftop chases, competitive capture attempts, fist fights over balloon ownership, and then
Balloons?
yeah, like the Macy's parade, those big giant balloons that they used to do. They don't do them as much anymore, but they used to
Like a
have,
big Snoopy balloon would like get
yeah,
loose or something and people would
yeah,
chase them too. Huh.
and they
All
would
right.
chase them, and newspapers called it balloon hunting season, which I thought was funny.
How often were these balloons like aren't they like really tethered
There's
down to
so no, no,
something?
no. There's people at least in '93, or actually it's '97. It is in here. I thought it was. In '97, like Barney was ripped open, but it was a
Hmm.
bunch of people were holding, and the wind was so crazy that the people were like fighting to keep this balloon, and then it
People
ended
hold
up,
them? I thought they were like tied to cars or something.
I think maybe it's different now, but in
Okay.
'97, a group of people were holding the Barney. And
Dang.
you can actually look this up on YouTube. It's pretty funny kind of watching it. But we'll get into that one. First, we're going to talk about the balloon that tried to kill a lamppost. In 1932, the Money the Dinosaur balloon wrapped itself around a street lamp so tightly that the lamp bent to the ground. Macy's
Dang.
just sort of, it says crowd cheers, police sighed, and Macy's shrugged, just like, what are you gonna
Like,
do?
whoopsies.
Then of course there was the high winds in 1997 parade. The high winds turned the parade into a demolition course. Barney ripped open and shriveled like a dying raisin, which I've seen it. It's true. It was kind of funny. The Cat in the Hat crashed into street lights, sending metal shards flying, and a
Oh no.
woman nearby did suffer severe injuries.
Oh no.
This event,
Yikes.
oh, okay, yes, this event changed the balloon safety rules forever.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it is different because there were people in '97, which, like, I was 3 during that, possibly 4, because Thanksgiving's after my birthday.
Hmm.
No, I think three. I would have been three. But like, that's not that long ago, you know?
I
Not,
mean, I wasn't born yet, but yeah, it really isn't.
you weren't even a thought yet.
I was not even
Just
a thought
kidding.
yet. Eva was not even a thought yet.
So now we're going into like food oddities and like last Thanksgiving dishes, like what used to be served. So Victorian meat pies containing basically everything.
Mm.
Um, Early Thanksgiving tables used to have mince pie, which is made with beef, apples, brandy, raisins, sometimes mutton, sometimes venison. I've heard mutton a lot with that. Um, and it
I've
was
heard of
like,
people doing mince pie at Thanksgiving.
yeah, so have I, but it's essentially like something that we don't still think of typically as
I
a
just think
whole
people
today.
just don't like mince pie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'd like mutton. The
Never had
1930s had
it.
their ambrosia salad.
I've had that before. Actually, I don't know if it was Laurel or Marianne, somebody brought it, and but like
Jack
nobody
likes
ate
it.
it.
You can
Really?
still buy ambrosia salad actually at Safeway. My family makes a jello fruit salad that's not the same because for anyone who doesn't know, an ambrosia salad is like canned fruit, sugar, whipped cream, marshmallows, and coconut.
Hmm.
And I think green jello, but that's actually, I don't think it's listed in here. Yeah, but I think it also has green jello in it for some reason in my mind. That's what I had, but I might be wrong.
I feel
Um,
like I had red Jello.
yeah, I maybe some jello in it. Maybe I guess
Yeah, I
it
think Jello,
probably
yeah.
doesn't matter. But either way, ambrosia salad was like a huge thing. My family does it's jello with like cream mixed into it, and then they put fruit. And I really liked it as a kid, but it didn't have marshmallows or coconut or any of that. And I don't think it was even canned fruit. Maybe canned oranges my grandma would use, but like I think it was strawberries and like cherries and stuff.
I think my family's just a savory family. Like you just don't have
Mine's not. Most of my family
Jello with
loves
dinner.
sweets. I mean, yeah, that is so like cranberry sauce. It also is like slightly kind of like sometimes it throws my plate off, and I'm like, do I want
Hmm.
that?
But it's
But
also
like
like so
sometimes,
good with turkey.
yeah, sometimes it helps the turkey. So now we're doing turkey a la king, which is a dish apparently lost to time, but I bet there's people that still make it. So it's
Hmm.
a creamy stew-like turkey dish that
Mm.
was once more popular than turkey itself, but it disappeared after World War II. Some historians believe that like home cooks burnt out from like canned cream recipes.
Mm.
I feel like I want to try it. Turkey a la king.
Yeah, it kind of
I
sounds like
actually
a
feel like
yeah.
I've seen somebody make that on Instagram. Somebody knows
I've
how to
seen a
make
lot
it.
of turduckens this year on Instagram.
What is a turducken?
It's let's see, it's a turkey that's stuffed with a chicken that's stuffed with something else.
Ew.
Like yeah, it's like you debone a turkey, a chicken, and another bird that I can't remember. Like a
A duck?
yeah,
Or a
I
pigeon?
think so. I think no, I think it's a turkey. Yeah, probably a duck and a chicken.
Yeah,
And
because
you
you said
debone them all and
turducken.
they'll yeah, wrap them all together. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Um,
turkey, a duck, and a chicken.
that sounds gross. I'm not eating that. Believe it or not, there was not sweet mashed potatoes with marshmallows was actually invented by Angela's Marshmallow in
Mm.
1917 as a marketing campaign. And people love it, and people still love it. I'm
Hmm.
I'm not a big fan personally, but like sometimes I like it if the marshmallows are like toasty, but like that's a dish I could also do without. And it's like you just
Yeah,
said,
if
maybe I'm
that's a
not
dish that
running
I
by
won't
sweet.
leave room on my plate for. You
Yes,
know, like
that's
if
a
it's
perfect way
yeah.
of putting it. Like I'll eat it if I think I like should try it, or like somebody new comes to Thanksgiving and they're like, you have to taste this. But like, I wouldn't leave room on my plate if I didn't have it. I'd be like, oh, I'll come back
And
for
I'd be
it.
like, oh, bummer. Yeah.
Not come back for it. Are
No,
you a
yeah.
one plate person?
I'm I usually go for round two, but round two is almost always just mashed potato and turkey
Or
and
like,
gravy.
for me, it would be green bean casserole. I'm actually going to make us a green bean casserole here, and we're going to basically do second Thanksgiving because the problem that I feel like nobody ever talks about when you go to other Thanksgivings, you don't often get food to come home with you. Or if you do,
Mm,
it's like the smallest portion of turkey, and your family's like, that's not even like, because there's three of us, so it wouldn't even be like full
right.
plates of food, and we're kind of,
I
I don't know.
always
So,
bring my own Tupperware to Thanksgiving.
yeah,
So I
I
like,
might,
yeah.
your
I
mom
always
would
end up
pack you
with
up with
some,
food.
yeah, or like Jean when we had Thanksgiving at their house.
Well, I think I'm going to not make a turkey because that's way too big, but I think I might make a chicken and then still all the sides and stuff and a pumpkin pie. So I'm gonna do that
Yeah, that's
separately.
what Friendsgiving we would always just get a rotisserie chicken
Yeah, it's so nice. Maybe I will do a
because I don't want to
rotisserie. I
make a
didn't think
turkey.
about that because then I could still use the bones for like soup. Maybe I'll do that.
I have two
Um,
rotisserie chickens bones in my freezer, and I keep saying I'm going to make a soup, and I have not.
you should. It's
I
so
should.
nice. Yeah, you should do it like Friday.
Mm, mm, I could.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you. Um, so now we're in our final section, I believe. This is ghost stories and folklore. How are you doing on time?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, great.
I have nothing to do tonight.
This is a great episode. I didn't realize it was going to be so long. Sorry.
I mean, we keep just
Um,
chit-chatting.
I was like having fun just kind of looking stuff up on like the history. And it wasn't deep diving, as you can tell. I didn't deep dive into anything that I learned, but I was like going down a spiral of like interesting Thanksgiving facts. So there's the haunted Plymouth house. It's a
Hmm.
historical house in Plymouth built near the site of the first colony, and it's said to host like phantom footsteps, disembodied voices, objects moving on their own. Local lore claims an unknown woman in colonial dress appears in the window during late November. I love
Hmm.
that.
Oh, my phone did just say it's at 10%, so
Okay, we'll be fine.
we do have that. Yeah.
The Thanksgiving spirit of the Carolinas. In the parts of the South, families share tales of benevolent ghosts, which is Old Tom Turkey, who supposedly protects farms and harvest time.
Hmm.
Likely invented to entertain children, and it's just sort of like a charming little story. Then we have the Kansas Thanksgiving poltergeist of 1921. Um, a family reported dishes sliding across tables, chairs tipping over, doors slamming, and newspapers actually covered it extensively. And I think this would be a fun episode for like next Thanksgiving. Authorities blamed high winds, but the family insisted it was something else. So the
This was just
Kansas
like one
Thanksgiving,
family that had this
mm-hmm.
happen.
Yeah, because
Huh.
it's a poltergeist, so it would be in like a house, a tumultuous house, probably. Um, there is also the this was fun actually. There's one more section. So this is like Thanksgiving like stories that I'm like, this is real. There is a family who cooked a turkey in the dishwasher in the 1970s. A California family wrapped a turkey tightly in foil and attempted to steam it using the dishwasher's heat. It worked, kind of.
It's got to be a small turkey.
Well, the bird cooked unevenly and tasted like soap, so it was thrown out. I'm like, you guys fucking tasted it? This sounds
Eh,
disgusting.
I would not put anything like that in my dishwasher other than dishes.
I would put like a hat in a dishwasher if I had a dishwasher, like maybe because I've seen those hat racks that are for dishwashers. But like I wouldn't
Hat?
put something
Like hat
baseball cap. Yep.
in a dishwasher?
Yeah, they have like hat racks that go in your dishwasher to clean them.
Hmm.
Well, now you know.
Now I've seen like the like clip like the shape of a hat and you like clip it into it and you put it in like your clothes washer. It
That's
like holds its
essentially the
shape while
same
you're
exact
washing it.
thing for a dishwasher.
Weird.
Yeah. So there is also the viral wrong number grandma tradition. And this was 2016 and apparently until
Oh,
present
that's recent.
day.
Oh,
Yeah.
very recent.
Um, Wanda Dench accidentally texted Jamal Hinton a grandmotherly Thanksgiving invite, and he showed up anyways and created a warm, now famous tradition that continues to this day. And it's proof that Thanksgiving still welcomes wholesome chaos. I think that's so cute. So, like, somebody named Wanda texted Jamal when he, like, still showed up to their Thanksgiving.
Like and complete accidental text. Like had no idea who Jamal
I
was.
had no idea it was a wrong number, and then he showed up.
How did he know where to go?
The
Like how
invite, I
did?
assume.
Huh? What
I
if
don't know.
like they
I
just
didn't
happened
dive
to be in
into
like the
it.
same town or something? Like I.
Well, I would imagine, like, think about it, like, she probably typed the number wrong and it was like still like area code. Still like maybe even the first three, but
Hmm.
maybe the first four was like switched or something. I don't know. I didn't deep dive into it, but I did find that was cute. There's also a turkey that terrorized Massachusetts. The town of Woburn had a notorious turkey named Kevin, which I feel like I've seen turkeys named Kevin before, who would chase joggers, attack delivery trucks, charge police, and would block traffic. And it took years to apparently relocate him. And he still visits, supposedly.
Have you seen the video of the cop who's like calling in dispatch saying that there's a turkey attacking his patrol car?
No.
It's a very funny video.
I mean, we just did the Emu Great War not that long ago, and like
Yeah.
I would imagine turkeys would do some damage and like also be kind of terrifying. So there's the UFO Thanksgiving wave, which I think this would be
Mm.
another cool episode of 1975. Military bases in Maine, Michigan, and Montana reported identical glowing objects hovering over missile silos during Thanksgiving week. Radar tracked the crafts. Witnesses described silent discs, metallic triangles, and lights that moved unnaturally. The Air Force provided explanations such as stars, satellites, and planes, but internal documents suggested uncertainty, and
When
I
was
think that's
this?
so fun. This was 1975.
Huh,
Yeah, I think that'd be a super fun
interesting.
episode to do. So, in conclusion, Thanksgiving is a patchwork of strangeness. Thanksgiving is not a single narrative, and I want to find people that do like a different style, like Thanksgiving around the world. I know they don't
Mm,
have Thanksgiving around the world, so I wasn't going to do that, but I do feel like there's other like November holidays around the world. So I
right,
feel
and I
like
feel
it would
like
be
almost
fun.
every culture has like a almost a holiday centered around a meal type
Right.
thing.
I think it'd be fun to kind of look into that and see what their meals are other than just America. But as we know, it's not always great. It's colonial mistakes, cultural blending, politics, tragedy, joy, bizarreness, and food experiments.
Food
So,
experiments.
sometimes parades gone wrong. Um, and either way, I it's an imperfect holiday, and everyone is kind of a little different of how they celebrate it. But I do
Hmm.
sort of think I enjoy Thanksgiving.
I love Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's one of those like things I love stuffing, maybe more than mashed potatoes, and I know you're gonna balk at
Oh.
me, so don't even.
Oh.
But like
I
I
do love stuffing though.
love stuffing. And it's funny, I don't make great stuffing any other time of the year. Like what I might do is if I'm really craving it, I would get one of those like boxes of stuffing and just make that
Hmm.
really quick.
I
And
mean,
those
that's
are so
good too.
cheap.
That's
They're
it's
delicious,
they're so good.
but like really great stuffing for somebody who loves it. Like I purposefully save that. Same with like pumpkin pie, I'll have more times than just Thanksgiving, but like I don't make turkey. Like I don't even know, can you buy a turkey the rest of the year without going to a butcher? I don't feel like I ever see
I mean,
turkeys in our grocery store until
no.
Thanksgiving.
Mm-mm.
You could maybe
But
buy
I'm
a
sure
turkey
like you
leg.
probably could. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could buy a turkey leg or maybe like a bit of it, but I don't know.
I mean, and you can buy like the turkey like deli meat,
Yeah.
but
And like
yeah,
just
not like
buy
a
the whole.
whole. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't
funny.
know.
Well, if anything, I do think Thanksgiving does define the American experience. And if you haven't had an American Thanksgiving, like it's not a necessity. I'm not saying it's the best holiday ever. It's not even full of all the best food. Like some countries have tried Thanksgiving food from America and they're like, some people are like, oh my God. And some people are like, this is good to you. This,
No, like this is like super mediocre. I
like
mean, it is
green
like
bean
I feel like
casserole.
turkey can easily be like bad. Like you can definitely have bad turkey for sure.
Oh, and it sucks when you do, and you're like, why did I
Yeah.
trust you to make this turkey?
Yeah.
But it is an experience overall. Tomorrow, with the 25 people going to Thanksgiving, Grandma Joyce has us actually sit and say something we're thankful for. So I'm nervous
My
about
mom
that.
always tries that and it never works out very well. We get like three people in and then we just get super sidetracked.
What are the other traditions? There's like a thanks tree, a thankful tree or something where you write a leaf of something you're thankful for. I've seen that. I've seen some people do nothing. That's all that's hitting my brain,
I've seen a lot of people
truthfully.
do like a lot of like crafty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like they like make like the little like hand turkeys or
Yeah. Hand
like
turkeys are
turkeys
like,
or anything like that. Yeah.
it's funny,
Like they're
that
like,
has a little place in my heart, but Miss Marnie at the school I work at, she doesn't like hand turkeys, so we're not making them with the kids, and I'm like
dang, I love doing hand
kind
turkeys.
of sad about it. But truthfully, like the parents are totally just like, thanks. Like
And I
this
have
is
like the
so
hitchhiker's
cute.
thumb, so like my thumb like angles, so I always had like a turkey with like a broken neck. You know? It's
Really?
where it's a little wonk.
I don't think
You
I
see
ever
that?
got to make it. I don't, yeah, I didn't realize your thumb like
It
did that
like
much.
bends backwards, yeah.
Well, for anyone not watching us, we're just like comparing our thumbs. Well, yeah, so that is our Thanksgiving episode. I hope you
Yay!
enjoyed it,
That was so
and
fun.
I hope you'll come back on to the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
Yeah,
All right. Well, thanks everyone
absolutely.
for listening. Emma, you can stay on for a second. Thanks everyone for listening, and we hope you listen and you can find us on your streaming services. Okay, bye. Want to say bye, Emma? Okay, she waved.
Bye. I wave, but yeah, I forget that sometimes people, I mean, I don't watch,
They're
so.
not watching. Yeah. Goodbye.